How have your opinions on motherhood and being a wife and modesty and all those topics that we probably talked about when you were single, how have they changed, developed, grown?
How's your heart? I think you get more credibility as you have children and you're married. So your opinions change a lot. I think the main one that sticks out probably, I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, is I think I used to be more pro or more open to women working, and now I'm not.
Yeah, so break that open for us. I'd love to hear how.
That's it.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's nothing beneath the surface.
Ding,
just a sound bite.
I agree. Yeah. I'm with you on
that. All
right.
So tell me why. So like if Trent, when you guys were dating, and he's like, I really need you to stay home and look after me and the kids, you would have felt how?
Well, I think a lot of careers that women go into used to be vocations. Like nursing and teaching used to be a vocation. And now it's filled by lay people and they treat it as a vocation. And so like oftentimes women in those professions are trying to serve two things. Mm-hmm. And some women can do it successfully, but some women of certain temperaments like myself can only serve one master, and so if Trent would have told me that, I don't think he would have told me that at the beginning. I don't think he thought that either.
Maybe he's changed a little.
He's changed a ton. And I think it's because we've seen the fruit in our marriage of me staying at home.
So what was it like when you worked as a young wife? Yeah. And then why did you quit and what's been the difference?
Well, I think you can work as a young wife if you don't have children, but someone has to watch that child or those children, and so our marriage was falling apart, to be honest, like when I was working and people at work, they see the best side of you. And, I'm not saying that it's a moral sin to work as a woman, but I'm saying there needs to be a serious reason to justify it.
Even just to talk about it from your own perspective would be helpful, right? So we don't have to make claims on anybody else, but for you.
Totally. It was not great for our family.
What were you seeing in your marriage where you're like, I need to quit this job? And you went to school for nursing, so you invested a big part of your life.
You want to be vulnerable?
Yes.
I'm for it.
Yes. Okay. Let's hear it.
Well, okay. So I got super close to a male coworker. Yeah. And I share this testimony in we used to do like a marriage encounter weekend, and I shared this testimony, and I got too close to him. And you start, I wouldn't say developing feelings, and Trent knows all this stuff, but I think that's how affairs happen. They happen very slowly. It's not like you just have an affair with someone. You get to know them. You're attracted to their temperament. They see the best side of you. And Trent was very uncomfortable with it. And I was like, well, we're just friends, but he's not a jealous person at all. So he was like, I'm just asking that you don't do anything that you wouldn't be uncomfortable with me doing with a woman. Like you have that same standard. Like if I was like talking to a coworker often and joking around with that person and they were, getting to know you, would you be comfortable with me doing that? And I was like, absolutely not. I would burn her house down, actually, is how I would handle that. She'd be gone. But so I was like, okay. So I did have to set like a standard, like I can't talk to you one-on-one anymore. And it's so hard because you don't want to, like when you do that, you assume you're kind of making an assumption about the other person that they're attracted to you. So it comes off very awkward. Like I can't talk to you anymore. And they're like, you're just my friend and I'm not into you that way. You know what I mean? So, but so you're like, well, I misread this. And so, but I didn't misread it. And so, but I think things happen slowly within the workforce that are, and not everybody for sure, but I think I'm someone who is like, vulnerable to that, to like someone's personality or, so I have to be on guard for that.
No, like, I don't know if you feel this way, but for me, the most attractive trait in a woman is if she likes me. Oh, she could be a 65-year-old obese woman, but if she's into me, that's the most attractive thing.
Because I hate you.
Yeah. And I'm sure.
Nodding too. He's the same. For me, that's
it's
not
true.
the case. Guys into me, I'm like, oh gosh, get over me, please, go away.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I'm
glad you're into me, but just like other people. You know what I mean?
No,
are you like that? I'm like,
do you need
I love to be adored.
I'm losing it. What did you say?
I love to be adored.
No,
it's
of course,
the best.
Yeah. So was that? Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
No. So that is just one thing that was like like chipping away. Trent was staying at home, and he's great at it, but it's not his role. It's not where he finds strength. He has a mega brain, and to be watching a kid all day is soup for brains.
Yeah.
So he was really, I think, struggling with that. And then he was so patient. And I told this story on Lila Rose's show. She's like, when did you really what's the best moment of your marriage? And it's when I came out of working and he had waited for me. And it was the best moment of our marriage. Like now we can, and that's really, I feel like when we became a family, not like everybody juggling and trying to eat dinner and also I was like, well, I work and I stay at home. So why can't you do the duties that I do? You know, like, why aren't you making the bed? I also work. You know what I mean? And it just was so disordered for our family. Not that it's like that for everybody else, but
I think it's that way for
family.
Way more people than we would think.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think in a society where you've created this 2-income trap, be it, you know, where it's really hard. It's a luxury to stay home, and I don't.
So how did you make the decision to quit, and then what was that like?
Well, I had Thomas, which was nice. So then once I had a second baby, it kind of like gave me an out to leave, which was nice. But at first I had plans of going back, and then I kind of had to die of it. Like, it reminded me of The Office when he's like, I took a shit on my boss's car. I'm done.
I'm burning this bridge.
I took a crap on his car, and I'm so sorry I keep saying that word, but really I said much worse. So, but yeah, that's what I had to die to it. People ask me all the time when you go back to nursing, and I'm like, I can't even go down that road. Like, my temperament cannot have long-term goals without me always like worshiping that as like the end goal. It's been
beautiful to see Christian women reclaiming the beauty of being a wife and a mother, which has just been crapped on by our society. Like, if you're just staying at home, you're wasting your life. And it's Chesterton's excellent quote.
Mom.
What is it again? Here we go.
The slave.
Feminism is mixed up with the idea that a woman is free when she serves her employer, but a slave when she serves her husband.
I also like the other one where it says, like, you could be one thing to a lot of people, and we like look favorably upon that. We're like, that's wonderful. But for you to be everything to one person,
or a few people, your husband and children,
a few people, like, we look down upon that.
I have so many stories about that.
And you've taught them everything.
Yeah.
And are you seeing, like, in your circles of women, are you seeing them waking up to this fact as well?
All of my friends stay at home. Most of my friends stay at home. I have a few working moms and a lot of moms who don't want to be working, which is sad. But like they just haven't found their out yet, which is hard, and my heart goes out for them. But a lot of moms, but my thing is, if it naturally falls on the woman, I feel like, because women are just more nurturing, but by nature. But like the women I know who do work, the dads stay at home and they just make it work. He has a job that he works from home and stuff. My main concern is the child care of that child. I think it should be raised by their parents. And so, but Melanie Pritchard, who is, I think we can all agree, the most competent woman in the entire world. So you can't even one-up her.
She wins. I won't even try to one-up her in anything.
She is so amazing.
Actually, this is a quick anecdote. Melanie, for those who don't know, is my assistant.
Wait, sorry, she works for you? So Melanie works?
From home.
I know. I just
as she homeschools because she's competent.
Exactly. But she's just terrific, you know. And one of my kids said to me, Dad, if Mum dies, will you marry Melanie?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't think her husband.
First I'll kill Doug, her actual husband.
Doug is the nicest person you will ever meet, so you will have no issue.
Yeah.
You know.
No issue killing him? I'll kill him.
I love Doug. But yeah, she died after her second child.
Yep, she actually did.
And she had to be like,
misspoke.
You
nope.
know, she died.
She
She had to be like, she wrote a book on it, and so, but then I remember coming to her and I was discerning going back to work when I was on my postpartum leave, and she's like, I learned dying that you are irreplaceable in only one role. And she's like, just raise your kids. She's like, when I died, all I wanted to do was raise my kids. And she's like a Steubenville speaker, and like she could have it all, you know what I mean? And she chose to raise her kids, and now they're wonderful children. And I'm like, that's so beautiful. But how much more of a legacy you'll create if you like successfully raise these children.
Hey, thanks for watching that clip. Would you like this beautiful, very high quality, definitely not made in China, not that there's anything wrong with that, Pints with Aquinas beer stein for free, sent to your door? Would you also like a copy of The Jill sent to your door 4 times a year? This is the Pints with Aquinas newspaper, by the way. If you do, go to mattfradd.locals.com and become an annual supporter for any amount. We'll send you that stuff for free, and you get a bunch of other free things in return. You'll get more information by going over to mattfradd.locals.com. Thanks.